What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and we here to talk about lying Biden right now. First of all, can we acknowledge this man ran his whole campaign on a bait and switch? Okay, he said he's gonna put laws in to stop the police from brutalizing black people. Has that happened yet? Nope. He put a law in to stop them from brutalizing Asians, ironically, but not black folks. He said he was going to get rid of y'all student loan debt, right? Has that happened yet? Nope. Matter of fact, when he got in there, what he said was, well, I'm not sure that I have the authority to do that. So then what you say you was going to do it for? Biden probably had one of the roughest weekends already, honestly, that a president has had in a long time because he's completely screwing up the Afghanistan pullout situation. Okay, first of all, if the Taliban take over, okay, in Afghanistan, and the war on terror has been going on, y'all, since 2001, that means we've been at war for 20 years to supposedly stop the Taliban. So why would you now pull out and the Taliban have taken over? Not only that, there's been multiple attacks on the people trying to exit the country, and all Biden got to say is, hey, man, we ain't going to forget this, and we're going to get the people responsible. Like, he don't know who they is. It's been the same people for 20 years. Fat L number 2. Speaking of things you can't do, this dude gonna extend the rent memorandum, him and the CDC, without talking to the Supreme Court. That's like a husband or a wife making a decision on behalf of the family without speaking to the other. This is the Supreme Court. How you gonna skip the Supreme Court, right? But he skipped the Supreme Court to extend the rent memorandum until October 3rd. The Supreme Court tossed that out. They're like, nah, the CDC and the president don't basically have the authority to do that because we have checks and balances in this country that we voted for somebody who don't know what the checks and balances is, apparently. But here's what's crazy. He put that through even though he couldn't really do that, but he wouldn't put through nothing for y'all student loans, even though he couldn't really do that. But that's neither here nor there. So they threw that out. So that was L number 2. And by the way, it's about to get cold outside. Listen, you guys gotta understand at this point. Everything with Biden right now is doing this. It's going straight downhill. Alright? You guys gotta understand. We running out of paper money. Okay? And I gotta talk about oh man. Then like the third L, right? This corona BS. Listen, I need y'all to understand something. Mandating vaccines is illegal. You can't do that. Now I know, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta make your money and survive. I'm not telling y'all to do nothing drastic, all right? I understand, nor am I telling all y'all to do that. But what I need y'all to understand is you can get the poke, the jab, the vac, whatever you wanna call it, but I need y'all to understand Delta variant, corona, CV-19, it doesn't matter. Guess what it is? It's a virus. You can't cure a virus. There's always going to be a new variant of a virus. So what sense does it make to mandate a vaccine for a virus? How long have we had flu vaccines, y'all? Is it gone? Or does it keep changing strains and you keep having to get poked? What difference is it going to make if everyone gets the coronavirus vaccine unless they're constantly getting this vaccine, just like the flu shot, every single year, all of the time? Now, think about the flu in this sense. Does everybody get the vaccine? Nope. Everybody does not get the vaccine for the flu. Does that affect the people who got the vaccine? Nope. Do some of the people who got the vaccine still get the flu? Yep. There's nurses, there's doctors, there's all type of people who are mandated to get the flu vaccines, and they still, or the flu shots, whatever you want to call them, they still get the flu. They've already told you when you get the coronavirus vaccine, you can still get the virus. So what does it matter, right? But they're mandating at United Airlines. You can't work here unless you get poked. Federal government, you can't work here unless you get the jab. State government's about to come down. You can't work here unless you get the poke. What sense does that make? And y'all letting them do it. Look, we got masks back on. Why? You ain't washed your mask. You ain't cleaned your mask. You done sat on your mask. You done breathed hot air into your mask. You done breathed drug-infested breath into your mask. Like, there's all type of stuff wrong with y'all mask. Y'all just slapping on your face. And we talking about some protection. From what? Like, listen, guys. It's one thing if it makes you feel more comfortable, whatever the case may be. That's cool. But this whole everyone has to get this vaccine, which I think doesn't even make sense. And it's deeper than whether or not you want to get the vaccine. I don't care. This is about your rights. Y'all keep letting them violate your rights. First, y'all let them kick the president off of Twitter, okay? They've been cancel culture, which is nothing but freedom of speech being coded as being canceled. That's all cancel culture is. You're really canceling freedom of speech, okay? Anyone who says anything we don't want them to say, get them out of the paint, right? Y'all sat back and y'all watched all this happen, and now y'all letting people tell you gotta get a jab for a virus that's gonna come back with a different strain every single year for you to have to work. That means they're basically telling you you're gonna have to get jabbed every single year for you to have to go to work. Every single year for you to have to take a flight. They can't do that. And y'all allowing it to happen. We have a constitution for a reason. We have rights for a reason, what I'm trying to remind people of. And y'all like, hey, yo, shut up. That's kind of crazy. But I just had to throw that in there as an L as well. But that's not really even an L for Biden. That's just an L for us as American citizens who's just slowly giving up. It's one thing if you don't like capitalism, okay? But y'all letting this slide dangerously close to communism versus the socialism, which is what I think y'all want. Because when people start telling you got to do this to do that, you got to get this to go there, and it's only a matter of time for they say you got to have this before you can have a child. You got to have this before you can buy a house. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It's like a line between socialism and a line between communism, and y'all going this way without really realizing it, okay? But either way, it's been a mean weekend for Mr. Lion Biden, and that's just my thoughts on all things politics right now. I'm Alex, and I'm out. Peace.